winners on the shores of the Red Sea. Plenty of contenders for the Bedouin Trophy in the bikes, but how did they fare in week one? Kevin Benavides underwent surgery on a fractured fibula just a month before the Dakar, but that didn't stop the title holder taking the honours on stage 3. He sat just under half an hour back at the halfway stage. His KTM teammate Toby Price was in a similar position and feeling a bit frustrated. Runner-up in the Dakar and the World Championship last year, the Aussie wasn't quite on point with navigation and said he needed to up his game in week 2.
Pretty average for me, but we're still within reach a little bit.
World champion Luciano Benavides is sporting the number 1 plate, but things didn't quite go his way either in week 1. A misfiring Husqvarna cost him in the empty quarter, and he's over 45 minutes back. When Sam Sunderland does the Dakar, he either finishes on the podium or retires. Sadly this year it was the latter. Poor old Sam's having a rough run, having failed to complete a rally in 2023. The 2-time winner was halted by mechanical issues on stage 3. Joan Barreda suffered the same fate. The Spanish legend was making his Dakar debut with Hero, and a day after leading out for 7 hours in the dunes, he was also forced to withdraw. But even if they lost 3 of their 4 riders, Hero are very much in the title hunt thanks to Ross Branch, who's been absolutely flying. 1 stage win and 4 days on top.
We've had a lot of ups and some downs, but all in all it's been a good week.
Mason Klein had a roller coaster week. He only got his new Covey on the day of scrutineering, then chose to open on stage 1, doing so brilliantly. But the talented young American was undone by a raft of mechanical issues and had to throw in the towel on stage 6.
You know what you're signing up for, right? But it still makes you sad. Obviously wanted to see the finish line.
The Monster Energy Honda team came to Saudi Arabia with 6 riders, but new boy Tosha Shirena said goodbye on the very first stage. I caught something with the rear wheel and crashed, and unfortunately I broke my wrist, so we're out. Skylar House finished on the podium last year, but his bike had to be fished out of the desert after he suffered mechanical failure on stage 6. Two Hondas down, and their teammate Pablo Quintanilla also suffered the slings and arrows of outrageous Dakar fortune. The Chilean ran out of gas in the empty quarter and lost around 2 hours. Disaster for Pablo, who had been on a high after winning stage 5. But the other 3 Honda factory riders are right up at the business end of the standings. In 4th place, Nacho Cornejo. The Chilean notched 2 stage wins in the first week and looks to have found his best form. Just ahead of him in 3rd, San Supremo Adrian van Beveren, who demonstrated his mastery of the dunes by winning the brutal 48-hour chrono stage. VBA has come close in the past, and the Frenchman got to a much-needed rest day in 3rd overall.
This stage was definitely amazing. Was totally different than what we know from before. For me, the Dakar is far to be over.
But the top dog after 6 stages was Ricky Brabeck, the American looking dialed in as he targets a 2nd title.
Yeah, I don't need a rest day. I'm ready to go. I'm 110%. I'm ready to go for the next week, and hopefully we can end this thing in a good position.
Well, by a good position, Ricky means 1st, the spot that he currently occupies. Just over 14 minutes separate the top 4, with Price at 27 minutes back in 5th.